pitch that's been used for the past 4 days, and that's because they're still working on those tufts of grass that are on the first pitch. But I want to point out a couple of things to you. I've mentioned a few times in these pitch reports that the players aren't wearing spikes in order to preserve this pitch. We're now looking at day 5 on this particular pitch, and you can see where I'm standing, there's absolutely no footmarks. You almost wouldn't know any games had been played. The other thing that I really want to point out is down here, where you would normally see the effects of batters marking out their guard over several days. You can hardly see it. So that shows you just how hard the soil is becoming as well. And I don't think you can really see it because of the angle of the sun. But this morning there's a real sheen that has developed, almost a shiny surface on this pitch. So that's as it's hardened up after several days of sun. Might mean we continue to see the ball coming on harder to the bat. Probably at this stage of the morning, you'd imagine it's still a ball first pitch, but I do expect that we'll see a continuation of the trend of batting conditions improving and perhaps some higher scores as the day warms up.
Melinda with the pitch report, and now Srizal is ready for the toss in the middle of Narayani cricket ground. Let's go for the toss.
It's time for the coin toss of match number 11, UP versus Noida. Along with me, I have the captain of UP, Saim Hassan, and along with me, I have a match referee, Sanjay Gurung, and the captain of Noida, Alpit Gupta. So it's time for the toss in the presence of our referee.
Tails is the call.
Tails is the call.
And it's tails.
It's tails. Noida wins the coin toss. Alpit, congratulations for winning the toss. How important is winning the toss?
It is really important because at the morning ball will hold much rather than second inning, so we will bowl first.
You still have a chance of qualifying and getting into a better position in the chart. So what is your strategy going to be for today?
There is not as a strategy, we are just going for the win and we are just enjoying our cricket, that's it.
And what do you decide to do?
Bowl first.
Sorry. Yeah, he decided to bowl first. Yeah, any changes in the team?
Yeah, one change.
So what is the change?
Spinner to spinner, yeah.
Alright. Thank you, Alpit.
Thank you so much.
Sahim? Yeah, you didn't win the toss, so you guys have to bat first. Is there any strategy that you thought last night, if we didn't win the toss, this is what I'm going to do? Is there any strategy?
No matter toss, because day by day wicket good, batting wicket, and two change, Fardin Ali or Satya Prakash Tiwari in.
So, how is the experience been so far of the match? All the matches?
Good tournaments and good grounds, good wicket, good staff, and organizer, thank you very much. My team invite this tournament.
Okay, thank you, Saim, and best luck for the game. Back to the commentary box.
So the news from the centre is Wonders Club Noida won the toss and elected to field first. UP 11 batting first. They have lost all their 4 matches in this tournament, so they are already out of this tournament. So this is the playing 11 of UP 11. Shahim Hassan captaining the side. Shahidip Singh, Altmas Alam, Fardeen Ali. He is a top order batsman. Nikhil Pratap, Bhim Sarma, Samir Ansari and Tarun Kumar as an all-rounder. And Wasi Ansari has been doing really well in this tournament with Satya Tiwari as a spinner. Alipit Gupta is the captain who won the toss. He's an all-rounder. Ritik Bhatt, Dibanks Rawat and Sanjeev Chaturvedi is an all-rounder for the team. Vans Bedi, Harshit Sethi, Siddharth Goswami, Ujair Malik and Tarun Bist is their top order batsman. Aurora Ritik and Sasank Shekhar as the spinner. Good toss to win for Wonders Club Noida. It's been tough batting first in this wicket so far. I'm joined by Melinda in the commentary box. Good morning, Meli.
Good morning to you, Virat. And I thought we might see a decision to bowl first this morning. Perhaps still the conservative, sensible option, but do expect it to get better for batting. And we have seen some good scores posted first. So early on in the tournament, it seemed bowling first was key to victory, but I'm not so sure that's the case anymore. And with these two sides facing off today, we have ourselves a proper derby. An India derby always adds a little bit of spice. Both of these sides will want to claim bragging rights over the other. So we're set for a good one, an exciting one.
Atmas and Sahib opening the batting for UP 11. And Dibanks will open the innings with the ball for Wonders Club Noida. Spin to start for Wonders Club Noida. They know this condition very well. That's why they're starting with Dibanks.
Yeah, they were very happy to post their first win of the tournament as well. I think that might just make UP 11 more determined to get their first. They won't make the final of the Pro Club Championship, but they can still get themselves a couple of wins, which would very much please them after making the trip across the border.
They could climb up the points table if they beat UP 11, Wonders Club Noida. This is a great opportunity to be alive in this tournament. They have won one of their 3 contests, lost 2 against Police and Army. Nicely played towards deep point region. Opens his account in the first ball. Couple of runs taken.
Yeah, nice way to get off to a start. You can see out there as well, the light changes so much during the day here. Really hazy in the morning. Haze settling by the afternoon. When the sun's shifted to the other side, it's a lovely golden light. The sun burns off that haze usually sometime in this first game. And again, that's well played. Too wide, too much width on offer, and that's put away for a boundary. A fly to by 4. And this is a nice start so far for UP 11.
Easy one for the batsman. And nicely played. Going on the back foot. Nice start for UP 11 today, and ball coming nicely to the bat. Altmust with the first boundary.
Well, I did speak about that when I was downstairs looking at the pitch. You really could notice it today. The surface being a lot shinier. It's developed a real sheen. And that's a sign that it's hardening up. So you might expect to see the ball just coming on better to the bat. We've seen it an increasing trend.
Lovely to see ball coming nicely to the batsman, and that's a nice thing for the batting side, UP 11. They've lost the toss, batting first.
Yeah, we've seen too, I think, the batters feeling that they can trust the bounce a little bit more. Early on in this tournament, the ball was turning prodigiously early and also just jagging off those tufts of grass that are out there. Made things quite challenging for the batters early on.
Sun is coming out nicely every day, and for the day match, it doesn't matter bat first or ball first. In the first match, batting first was slightly harder than batting second.
To be fair, you probably expect that in most conditions too. Often a little bit more moisture around in the morning, bit of dew.
But good to see ball is coming nicely to the bat. Batsman has been timing well. So in the first over, it's 8 for no loss.
So Sanjeev also into the attack early on. Sanjeev Chaturvedi.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
डिश होम फाइबर नेट
They are playing late. That's why they are connecting it well. So it's not all about the pitch. They have also adjusted well in this wicket.
Yeah, it's a real combination. The pitch has got better for batting, but also teams have worked out how to bat on it a bit better, I think.
That was a nice delivery outside the off stump.
A little bit of turn there for Sanjeev. Just turning away from the left-hander. Encouraging signs for him. Good over so far.
Bowling according to the field. There's a slip for him. That's why he's teasing the batsman in that length and line. Shorter one, straight to the fielder.
And it's a maiden over for Sanjeev first up. UP 11, 8 for none.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
डिश होम फाइबर नेट
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
डिश होम फाइबर नेट
That's beaten the fielder. And the result is going to be a fly to by 4. Nicely played. It was a good dive, but unable to stop. Just pace there, I think, as much as anything else. That increased pace, ball coming on nicely. Just meant he's really helped it along its way. Yeah, 8 runs off the first over. A maiden second over, and they're ready 4 off the first, of the third.
More timing in it. Last match also against APA, we give 30 runs without any wicket. He has been learning. Good thing his captain is giving him the lead.
Altmash has found it hard going in this tournament. A high score of 16. Dearly love to make a contribution today.
It's a nice shot towards long off boundary. Slide the wide for second boundary of this innings. Actually, it's a third boundary. All by Altmas Alam.
Well, I mentioned here the runs had been lean for Altmash Alam, but they're coming pretty freely this morning. Straight down the ground.
Nice comeback. He has bowled that with the cross seam. It's a good bounce at that top surface.
Mention Altmash's struggles. It's been a similar story for the captain, Sahim. Top score of 6. So they've been losing wickets early. That's been a feature of the matches played by UP11.
No ball decision by the umpire. That would be a free hit. Frustration at the bounce. It's not been up to the mark in this tournament. Talking about Shaheen, he has been impressive with his ball, but exactly opposite with his bat.
It's taken, I think, around 4 wickets. It's been quite effective.
Altmas facing the free hit.
He's given that one everything, but it's gone straight up in the air. And in the end, it is an easy catch, a point, but it doesn't matter anyway because it's a no ball.
Just a single. And that ends the third over. It's 18 for no loss. UP11.
होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Bring attention to that issue. Very happy to have ActionAid on board for this. Well, Sanjeev, he bowled a maiden first up. He's finding some nice turn early on. And they have treated him with a fair amount of respect, the UP11 batters.
I would expect other spinner to bowl from the other end, because medium pacer, to play the medium pacer has been easier for UP11 openers. So
there's a shout and the finger goes up. He's gone. Altmash departs for 16. It's a fly Dubai wicket. He's bowled brilliantly, Sanjeev. He hasn't conceded a run in the 8 balls he has delivered so far, and he already has a wicket, that of the opener. He has bowled beautifully.
quicker delivery coming inside. Altmas Alam scored 16 from 13. It's 18 for 1. Went for a full, could not connect it, completely missed the line, and they've lost their first wicket. UP11 18 for 1. Altmast Alam scored 3 boundaries in 13 balls, 16 runs he scored. Fardin Ali is the new batsman. Fardin playing his first match. He's just 16 years of age. He could bowl off spin too.
Yeah, big moment for the teenager. Coming to the crease at number 3, first drop.
Just 16 years of age, playing this big tournament. This could be a great opportunity for the youngster. And this has been a great tournament for the youngsters. All the big teams playing with the superstar of Nepali cricket, representing its teams.
Oh, he's paddled that around the corner. It's not going to go all the way because there's a sweeper out on the boundary. But that's a good start. The first run conceded by Sanjeev. 2 runs, in fact. I came back for the second, so nice start for Fardin. Settle the nerves a little bit. Oh, turn. And he's got away with that one, really. They've taken a single, but don't want to risk the second.
Nicely bowled. Got good turn. It's in the 4th over. It's 21 for 1 UP11.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
That is what they're playing for, the Pro Club Championship trophy, biggest club championship in Nepal. A fine looking trophy it is too. So Jaideep, the new batter in. And threatening straight away. Looking back at that wicket, it was beautifully bowled by the skipper, that ball. And that is the end of his over, one for one from it. UP 11, 22 for 2. Oh, turn straight away. Oh, that looked pretty good, but the umpire unmoved. Be interested to see that one again. Maybe it was turning too much. He gets underneath it, in the air, fielders running back. And it's gone down in the end. There were two fielders running back. A third has just swept up the remains.
He was not in that position to take that catch. It was high in the air. Lucky. Nobody get down properly. Two fielders were going after it.
Yeah, luckily there wasn't a collision there. Oh, goes for a little paddle. And a strangled shout, but the end result is that's going to trickle all the way to the boundary rope for a fly to by 4. So an attempt at a little bit of innovation. It wasn't completely crisp, shall we say, but it gets a desired result. Nice little innovation from the youngster.
Yeah, impressive from Fardeen Ali. That is what a good batsman should do, innovation. They have to look out for the different options because the spinners, facing the spinners has not been easier. He has got good wrist. If you look at his batting, Fardeen.
He's also been very decisive about what he's doing. Nice, solid defensive shots at time, just blocking it out or opening up. He makes his decision early, backs himself, I think. Oh, and that is a glorious shot. And talk about those wrists. What a lovely stroke that is from Fardeen. The 16-year-old gets another fly Dubai 4, his second of the over. We've seen him play a range of shots. He looks like an exciting prospect. Just
beautifully played by the youngster. He's just over 15, not even 16. So it's a young age and has been impressive. Missed the line completely this time. Lucky. So that's the end of 6th over. It's 32 for 2.
होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Alip Gupta took 1 for 1 in his first over, the skipper. He's going to continue. Lovely height and flight. Get some drift. The high release point and the flight that he gives it. Gives that ball a bit of dip at the end. That's how he took the wicket. You can see there the lovely flight that he gets. And good morning to you, Srijal.
Good morning, Melinda. How do you find the game so far?
Well, he's given that one plenty, but straight to the fielder. Gets Jaideep off the mark with a single. Well, it's the same woes really for UP11, but I like what I've seen so far from Fardeen. He looks unafraid, just 15 years of age. What an experience.
And his first game as well.
Oh, and he's just helped that one around the corner. There is a chase on. It ball will pull up just inside the boundary rope. Yeah, the confidence of Fardeen has been nice to watch. Alip Gupta took a wicket in his last over. And the youngster seems unfazed by that. At the age of 15 to be coming in at first drop. Big responsibility. Outside edge, but that's trickled away fine, out of reach of the slip. Just pulls up again.
Well, yeah, just like you said, he's just 15 and it's this is his first game. Even Sahim said we have young boys here, young batters, and all the fielders. They're very less experienced. So even if we lose this tournament, if we don't win the matches, this is going to be a very big learning lesson for the boys. And this is the best experience that they can get. You know, they've played with a lot of Nepali national players and even their fellow team players of India. So it's been a good experience for them.
A little bit flatter brings a slip into play. Been excellent work by the spinners. 4 wonders so far. Dot ball to finish. Alip Gupta's second over. UP11, 37 for 2.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Shashank Shekhar, the bowler, for his second over here.
Oh, inside out. Underneath it, falls safely as well, but there's a fielder covering in the deep. Brings Fardeen back on strike, and this for me is the really intriguing prospect of the morning. Of course, being young, it's possible that they haven't seen him as well, the opposition, and just a real opportunity for the teenager. Down the track, it's wide. He's just slapped that one away pretty nicely, but does get the single. So seeing him come down the pitch like that, clearly pretty fearless as we have a look at the ActionAid power play highlights. Ball given. Oh, turn. Nice turn. There's something for the teenager to think about. Lovely from Shashank.
Ooh, manages another ball there with the dot ball. Shashank has been bowling brilliantly in this over.
Just getting that lovely turn away from the left-hander. And immediately plays that with much more caution. Jaideep.
Yeah, Wonders would definitely want to hold as much as runs as possible. Try to make it a low chasing game. They definitely would want this win, as they are looking forward to qualify in this tournament.
And again, some nice turn from Shashank. That is the end of the 8th over. It's 39 for 2.
होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Flying has never been about planes. It has always been about people and about bridging the distance between them.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Harshit Sethi, the new bowler in. Well, he's an all-rounder player. Bowls good, bats well. And he's managed to take a couple of wickets in this tournament. He was able to bag a wicket in the previous game.
Might have been a bit of bat in that one. It's an interesting one too. He was captaining the side up until the last game, which was Wander's first win. So might just allow him to concentrate on the rest of his game without the burden of captaincy. Helped on its way. But that's some nice work in the field. Let's have a look at the points table here. You can see Nepal Army out in front, not just on points, but look at that massive net run rate. You imagine they are dead certs to make the final. Police and Passer 11 there on 2. So Wonders Club and APF on 2 points, and UP11 yet to get off the mark. But Nepal Army have played one extra game. So there'll be a fight on for that second final position. a real cluster there in the middle. And the next couple of days are going to be very important in the Pro Club Championship as we see the jostling on that table.
Hits the pad there. And it's been a good over for Harshit so far. Only conceded 1 runs out of 4 balls.
Oh, he's got a bit of a top edge on that one.
Oh, a misfield there and goes for the 4.
Yeah, a bit messy in the end in the outfield. Another fly Dubai 4. It's been a while since we had one. Just breaking the shackles a little bit, but helped along with the field. Just see, he didn't really time that one. Got a bit of a top edge. I love that look. How did that get past? I don't understand.
I'd have done the same. But this brings us to the end of this over. 44 for 2.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
With his delivery and does bags a wicket here. Takes the wickets of Fardeen. That's a flying Dubai wicket. Let's have a look at it again.
Yeah, some disappointment there. Fardeen Ali, he looked good, the 15-year-old, but he departs for 15 off 20. UP 11, 44 for 3.
को लागि ट्रेनिङ नै सबै थोक हो म आफूलाई तेज स्मार्ट र एक्युरेट बनाउन सधैँ पुश गरिरहन्छु तर ट्रेनिङ ग्राउन्डमा मात्रै हुँदैन सबैतिर हुन्छ घरमै पनि डिश होम फाइबर नेटलाई म मेरो टिममेट अनि कोचलाई जस्तै भरोसा गर्छु यसको स्ट्रिमिङ क्वालिटीले विदेशकै इन्टरनेट चलाए जस्तो महसुस हुन्छ म जस्तै फास्ट स्मार्ट र रिलायबल डिश होम फाइबर नेट कनेक्सन लिनुहोस्
Dish Home Fiber Net.
बैंकको सीईओको रूपमा मेरो जिम्मेवारी छिटो भरपर्दो र गुणस्तरीय सेवा दिनु हो डिश होम फाइबर नेटको उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले ग्राहकहरूलाई हामीले छिटो र छरितो सेवा दिन पाइरहेका छौँ डिश होम फाइबर नेट जस्तो उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले नै आजको डिजिटल युगमा नेपालको सम्भावनाहरूको ढोका खोल्दै विकासको लहर ल्याउनेछ डिस होम 5 मिनट इन्टरनेट सर्भिस प्रोभाइडर मात्र नभएर समृद्धिको सहयात्री हो।
Dish Home FiberNet.
Bail had fallen off. It just got an inside edge and it just clipped the leg stump as it went past. UP11 need to get a partnership somehow.
Well, they do have a good probability of having a good partnership as they're going through left and right hand combination. And we've seen in other past games as well, this combination can be deadly at times.
Going for a quick single and well run in the end. Just pushing it. Shashank Shekhar has bowled brilliantly, as have all the spinners really, 4 wonders.
Jaideep thinking to play this innings well, score as much as possible. Like, he's already played more than 2 overs here. So he's been a little set on the pitch right now compared to his fellow player who just joined him.
Nice, just playing with the turn on that one. It's set up for him quite nicely. They'll just get the single. Already seeing some fans trickle in. They make their way in the morning, and I expect there'll be an awful lot of them here this afternoon because the local team, Parser 11, is playing.
Runs for a quick single. End of this over. In fact, 10th over, 47 for 3.
FiberNet भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home FiberNet.
Flying has never been about planes. It has always been about people and about bridging the distance between them.
Dish Home FiberNet भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home FiberNet.
I mentioned how well all the spinners have bowled so far. 4 wonders. Harshit Sethi is one of them. They're just not giving anything away. He gave that one a little bit of air, and it's driven firmly, and it's driven all the way to the boundary for a fly Dubai 4. He tossed that one up, Harshit, and it was right in the zone for Shubham. Liked the fullness, a big stride forward to meet the pitch of the ball.
And also a very much needed boundary for the UP11. They're looking for this one big over to just get the runs up.
Fumble there in the slips. Was that a chance or no? The reaction almost suggests that it might have been. Did that carry? I'll have another look. Outside edge. Yes, it did. So that goes down as a drop.
Just drives it here and then runs for a single.
I think that might be Ritik watts at in the slip? Yes, it is. So just a little life being given there. Player of the match yesterday was Watts.
Hits it, and yeah, finds the fielder there, very safe. Just settles for a single run.
And top ball to finish the over. 11 gone, 53 for 3.
होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ
Shashank Seiko with his third over. Has been able to bag a wicket here. Definitely would try to bag few more wickets for the team.
Played that one late. And he's gone. That's taken. Nice catch in the deep. Chest height. Went for a flat battered shot. The pull. And unfortunately, he has picked out the man in the deep.
Has he injured himself or he's just happy with the catch? I don't understand because he just took the catch. He was in praying. I hope he's not injured there.
But it is the fourth wicket to fall for UP11. Shubham Chowdhury goes for 7. It's 54 for 4.
Very successful with his previous delivery. Able to take a wicket there.
Samir Ansari, the new batter to come in from UP11. They really need to get a partnership formed ASAP. Wickets have fallen at regular intervals and it's made it really difficult. No one has really got themselves in properly. Fahim Ali looked good for a while. It's too easy. Cries of catch for a moment.
Oh, a missed time between the boys there. And definitely hits the boundary. Goes for fly Dubai 4.
We've seen that a couple of times today. I do wonder if the ball's bobbling a bit in the outfield. There are some uneven patches, but on that occasion, I'll have a look. Well, through one set of hands, through two set of hands, over the rope.
Settles that for a single. Last ball of the 12th over here.
That's not going to be the last over, actually, because that's a wide. He's going to have to bowl it again in the end. An extra there for Shashank. It's been bowled out quite early in this innings. And it'll be a dot ball. The end of Shashank's spell. He finishes with figures of 2 for 18, and after 12 overs, 60 for 4.
Alip. The captain of Wonders comes in to bowl his third over here. Bowls the first delivery to Samir. Just defends it. Well, Ali brought some changes in mid-on.
It's not been a great tournament so far for UP11. They wants to finish this match in a good note.
EPF and Wonders both will be looking for a win today. Ooh, that could have been a catch there, but it was not easy to take that catch. Does attempt for it.
You could have all that. Alip has been impressive so far in this tournament and this match. Also, oh, it got good bounce. Ball just pop up. He has got good height, so he's getting good bounce from the wicket.
Hits it well, connects it well. Does it find a boundary? No.
They needs to build a partnership this period of time. So
that is a beautiful delivery there.
to end the 13th over, it's 62 for 4. UP11.
होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Jaydeep definitely needs to take a charge here, make a couple of runs, score good runs here.
They've already lost their 4 wickets though, so they are being watchful now to make sure they don't lose another wicket. That's a misfield, and they're going for the second run, completes easily.
It's helping UP11 a little bit, getting a few of those extra runs. Souths asks for a call, but Empire is not interested, doesn't believe it's a wicket there.
That was going down the leg side. Easy decision to make. Kept a bit low, wanted to pull that. They're playing with soft hand.
Doesn't give them a chance to play any of the shots. Tries to swing a bat, then decides not to hit it.
Cleverly bowled. Is not giving any pace to the batsman. It is hard to hit him over. Something innovative. Going towards
the boundary and finds the 4. The innovation. The innovative shot does give them the result in flying Dubai 4.
Good thinking from the batsman. That's the end of 14th over. That's 68 for 4.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Build this partnership. It needs to bat all 20 overs quota to make a good score, good competitive total, because Wonders Club Noida is a good batting side.
Sanjeev was also able to take a wicket. He'll be eyeing for another one with his last over here.
They're not giving any pace to the batsman. Going down, could not, miss the line completely, and another wicket, fifth gone.
Jaydeep going on front foot, couldn't read the ball properly, missed it, it turns, and there goes the fly Dubai wicket. Jaydeep rethinking, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
23, Jaydeep scored from 32 balls. It's 80 for 5.
Nikhil Pratap, the new batsman in, and we have seen his batting skills in the previous games. He has been able to utilize his batting capability here, add some more runs to his team. This time, he's got a big responsibility facing here.
Him batting lower down the order, number 7. He scored 41 runs against APF, batting at number 4. He has been impressive in this tournament, but I don't understand why he's batting lower down the order. I think they want to give more chance to the youngster.
Hits it in the cover and settles for a single run there.
Successful over comes to an end. He took a wicket, giving just 2 runs. I think that's a wide, so he has to bowl a ball more.
A quick single to end this over.
3 runs from him, taking a wicket of a shot batsman, Jaydeep. It's 84 for 5 after 16.
होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Alipt, the captain of the Wonders, comes in for his last over. Well, it's going upstairs here. A quick run. Try to take a run there, but just decided not to do it.
I think the batsman is in trouble there. He's inches behind. Good piece of fielding and wicket keeping. I think that would be an easy decision to make for the TB umpire. KFC decision pending, and you're just taking his time, TB umpire, making sure.
Just going theme by theme. And the umpire signals out. There goes another wicket, flying Dubai wicket.
Good piece of fielding and wicket keeping. And it's a 6th wicket for Wonders Club Noida. They have been dominating this game. Excellent piece of work. And that's the end of Nikhil Pratap. He scored 2 runs from his 4 deliveries. It's 84 for 6.
Kumar, the new batsman, in.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Left-hander creating an angle to the left-hander. Alipt has been so impressive in this tournament. In the air for a while, for a single.
Wonders have been very good with the bowling this inning. Has been able to hold the UP11, not giving them any chance. They play big shots here.
Sticking to their plan, they are not bowling, giving any kind of pace to the batsman. So this has been harder to the batsman. and they are not giving chance to the medium pacer. So that's a good strategy by Wonders Club Noida. They look more experienced side.
Goes, appeals, and umpire says no. With this, it brings us to the end of 17th over, 87 for 6.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Progress here towards the death overs. I have some changes here in the commentary box, and joining me, we have Kiran Patrai. Welcome.
Good morning. Good morning to all our viewers as well. We are coming towards an exciting finish for the game. UP 11 must be looking to get that score past 100 as soon as possible and then go from there, because somewhere around 6 and over will be a very good target.
Divans goes with the first delivery of this over.
There was a wild swing. It looks, the intentions are really clear from UP 11 batsmen that they want to score. Srijil, what do you think will be an ideal score for the first innings here?
Well, looking at the past games, if you talk about the first, second day, the ideal score, I would say even 87 was ideal. But as far we've progressed to this day, the pitch has changed a lot. It has supported the batters. So somewhat around, at this stage, if they can hit big shots, somewhere around 120. But that's like a little extreme, am I being too optimistic?
Exactly. Oh, there you go again. The batsman is trying to smack every ball out to the boundary. And Srijil, one interesting thing that I've seen is the game has progressed throughout the
भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
True.
Over the wicket, the batsman has hit the ball towards the long off reason for a single. So with that single, the score is now 88 for the loss of 6 wickets. Srijil, it clearly looks like UP 11 is not in a hurry to extend their run difference at all.
They just want to save some wickets, play as long as possible. We've seen Tarun play quite some shots. He's been an brilliant bowler. We've talked about him yesterday, today too. This time he needs to perform with his bat as well. He's performed brilliantly with his ball, but now this time it's time he performs with his bat.
Okay, there's Tarun with the bat. The left arm batsman, can he make some difference to the score of UP 11? There comes the bowler, right arm over. The batsman's gone for a big shot. The ball's landed safely in between mid, long off and long on, just for another single. With that single, the score is 89 for the loss of 6 wickets with 2 deliveries left in the 18th over.
They would definitely try to get as much as boundary as possible. Try some shots.
फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Flying has never been about planes. It has always been about people and about bridging the distance between them.
Right, here comes the last ball of the over. Over the wicket, the batsman's gone long. And the ball has actually landed over the boundary for a six. Wonderful shot.
And that's our Flying Dubai flying six there.
With that six is the end of the over. Looks like he was going for a one-handed catch, right?
Yes, definitely trying that. Ends the over, end of 18th over, 95 for 6.
नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Flying has never been about planes. It has always been about people and about bridging the distance between them.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
That was, the ball went way outside the leg stump and the umpire has signalled a wide.
Yeah, previous higher score, 93 for 4.
Oh, the bowler was quite optimistic there, appealing, but the batsman's safe in there. Melinda, it looks like UP11 really need to push themselves and extend the lead because a win here is very crucial for their reputation as well. And with that, we can see the batsman is having some problem. The keeper is helping it out. It's really great to see the sportsmanship, how they are supporting each other in the field. You know, though they are the rivals in the game, but like the support they have for each other is wonderful, and that's what we want, a true spirit of sportsmanship, as we call cricket, a gentleman's game.
Yeah, of course, both these sides from India might be a bit of cramp. They're running on water there, and they were just trying to stretch out those quads. So I don't know if he's maybe just getting a little bit of cramp. Might be it. It does get very warm in here, So we just have a look at that scorecard. Jaydeep Singh and Samir Ansari out there at the moment. The only two to pass 20. It's been the story of UP11's tournament so far, yet to cross 100. This could be the moment that they do, or the innings that they do, and that would give them something to take home as a positive. It's a very young side. So we look at the bowlers. 2 wickets for Sanjeev and Shashank. They really haven't given much away. Devansh has been the most expensive. He has come back on at the death. Medium pace, easier to score off here. Spinners have been tight.
Very true. And the Warriors captain is very mindful of that, and he is trying to cut off pace as much as possible. So bringing a spinner at the 19th over is a big gamble, as we see in the international cricket as well. But sometimes it can really be fruitful. Let's see how we go in here.
Gets that one away. I'll only get a single. You might have seen on your screen there, just a reminder, the next match that we have for you today is Nepal Police v Parsa 11. And having joined us for the first time, I'm sure you're looking forward to seeing how the crowds swell for the local team this afternoon. It's quite a sight here in Birgunj.
Yeah, exactly. I've been watching the tournament throughout in Kantipur television live, and I've seen the crowd being building for the local, the national sides of Nepal. And it will be fascinating to see people cheering for Sandeep, because I heard that a lot whenever he was batting or bowling. With that, it's Fly Dubai boundary. Nicely executed shot from the batsman. Now the UP 11, will that be the start of a flying finish to what has been a really slow start of the game throughout?
And much needed runs. They need some more.
Over the weekend, the bowler has pieced this shot. The ball's gone up in the air, and although there was a fumble, but the fielder has been able to catch the ball, and it's fall of another wicket. The story continues for UP 11.
Shashankchenko with the catch in that Fly Dubai wicket. Probably quite relieved as well. A little juggle, but took it in the end. And it is another wicket falling at the end as they try and push that score along.
And the score is 101 for 7.
Samir Ansari departs for 24.
New batsman in is Vim Sharma, taking his guard.
And he absolutely larrups that. Terrific shot, inside out. And it's a Fly Dubai for another boundary.
Beautiful shot to start with. Next ball. Look, as it says, like, either you get nervous or nervous the bowler. The batsman smacked the ball for a boundary, and next ball, it goes wide. So the bowler is thinking at the moment, Melinda. Nice ball. That ball got some bounce as well. So, end of the over. At the end of the 19th, the score is 107 for 7.
FiberNet भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home FiberNet.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home FiberNet.
So it is going to be Devansh to bowl the final over of the innings. He's been the most expensive, 3 overs, none for 26. Perhaps being given a little bit of experience here. He's definitely found the medium pace a little bit easier to handle, easier to find runs.
So Devansh is coming over the wicket for the left-handed batsman. He's checking the field, making sure the fielders are in the right position.
Off the back foot, just a single.
Okay, Melinda, just make a wild guess. What will be the final score? after 5 balls.
Well, ideally, you'd like to see them push up to 120. As I said, they haven't made 3 figures yet in this tournament, so it's been some encouragement there. Not always easy chasing, although you imagine as it has been heating up, it might get a little bit easier for batting. But they'll give themselves a real chance if they can get at least up to that runner ball required.
Yeah, and that will be a decent target, I guess, under the circumstances.
Bit of bounce. So this has been a bit better from Divanch. He was expensive early on. But trusted here at the death. They've only used 5 bowlers in total. Have wonders.
Mind you, he's a tall bowler and he's using his height to get that bounce. The batsman was clueless what to do with that and left it alone for the keeper.
His head was all over the place.
Divanch with the next ball. Looks like it was a slower ball because there was a tiny slight bit of change in his bowling run-up, I guess, Mel?
Yeah, just varying the pace here at the death. And this is good from Divanch. As I mentioned, he was expensive earlier on. I like the fact that they've trusted him to come back, showing faith in Divanch.
Over the wicket, that ball kept a bit low and the batsman didn't even bother to play a shot on that. And I believe, like, when there are just 3 balls remaining, you have to go for everything rather than waiting for a wide. The batsman was quite optimistic and was demanding that from the umpire as well, but the umpire seemed not interested at all.
Yeah, it was a pretty odd one in the end. 2 more balls for the 18-year-old. Well, he's going to go back and bowl that one again. We mentioned that we've had some young players out here from India. This is one of them, 18-year-old bowler. So bowling at the death will be exceptional experience, valuable experience for the teenager.
There you go again. The story continues. This time the ball was a bit outside off stump and umpire has signaled wide with the body language of the keeper. I guess he wasn't particularly happy with that decision.
Mind you, I almost think Divanch gave himself away a bit because he turned back and looked at the umpire, almost as if to say, did I get away with that? It's that's something he will learn about gamesmanship.
Good ball, places down the leg side. The fielder's coming from the boundary line and it's just a single. Yes, Melinda, the thing is there are some things that you learn with experience and when you get mature, you will be mindful about that. His body language clearly indicated that he was begging to umpire, please don't. And when the umpire waved his hand, he was like, oh no, not again, I got caught kind of thing. So as a bowler, if you're watching the game, be very cautious about those small bits and pieces in the game. Sometimes you are lucky enough to get away with that.
Here we go, final ball of the over. How far can UP11 push it? He goes for the big shot, but doesn't make particularly strong connection, although it isn't the last ball. They've come back for a second. Oh boy, it's been called a no ball, but there's been a run out as they've gone for the second. There is an awful lot going on there, but the end result is there is a wicket, but we are going to have another ball and it's going to be a free hit.
Exactly. The drama is unfolding out there. The batsmen were not communicating with each other at all, and that was an awful run out, especially when you're knowing that you're getting an extra ball. I didn't get a logic behind why they were running for the second. That was a beautiful throw and went up. Look, there's no clear communication. The batsman's not even interested. He's on, off, on and off. And Divanch does the rest.
He's barely halfway down the pitch. So, as I said, an awful lot going on here. The end result is we've got a new batter at the crease in Washi. Here's Divanch. comes down the pitch. Is only able to make fleeting connection, but they do force the error. They're going to come back for a third. Might be another run out to finish though. We're going to go upstairs to check. So lots of drama here at the end of the innings. But it is a KFC decision pending. So just a reminder, only 2 reasons that the umpires can defer to the third umpire for a run out and a stumping. So we had the misfield, dropped his bat. So
the batsman's not even in the frame. There he comes now. The bowler grabs the ball. Oh, that looks like touch and go. What do you think, Mel?
I don't think he's grounded his bat. His bat's in the air. He hasn't slid his bat.
How often do we see that in international cricket as well? The batsman not being conscious enough to drag the bat.
Well, there was another bat on the ground. Maybe he thought that one would do. But
yeah,
frustration there. He'd actually made his ground. But
has the bat been grounded is the question. Third umpire is having a closer look. And there it is. So it's the fall of the wicket in the final ball. So UP 11, they are all out yet again, but with a bit respectable total compared to what they've scored in the past. So the final score remains at 112 up for the loss of 9 wickets, I guess.
Yeah, so we saw there Jaideep Singh hung around for a little while early on. There was a nice little cameo from Fardeen Ali, just 15 years of age, who, along with Altmash Alam, Samir Ansari, kept things going in the middle overs. But wickets then falling at the end, bit of drama at the end. We end up with a total of 112 for 8. First time they've made 100 in this tournament, the Wonders. When it comes to the bowlers, Sanjeev Chaturvedi and Shashank Shekhar, the ones to take 2 wickets apiece. Also chiming in with a wicket each was Alip Gupta, the captain, and Harshit Sethi, the former captain. So the scene is set in this Indian derby. Uttar Pradesh Club 11, seeing confirmation there of the bowling figures. Devan, expensive, but bowled well at the end, despite that no ball. Some great economy there from Alex Gupta in particular, the captain leading the way with the ball. At the end, we have a total of 114 for 9, and Wonders Club Noida need 115 to post victory, their second victory of the tournament. We will be back shortly for the chase.
फुटबलरको लागि ट्रेनिङ नै सबै थोक हो। म आफूलाई तेज स्मार्ट र एक्युरेट बनाउन सधैँ पुस गरिरहन्छु। तर ट्रेनिङ ग्राउन्डमा मात्रै हुँदैन, सबैतिर हुन्छ, घरमै पनि। दिस होम फाइबरनेटलाई म मेरो टिममेट अनि कोचलाई जस्तै भरोसा गर्छु। यसको स्ट्रिमिङ क्वालिटीले विदेशकै इन्टरनेट चलाए जस्तो महसुस हुन्छ। म जस्तै फास्ट, स्मार्ट र रिलायबल दिस होम फाइबरनेट कनेक्सन लिनुहोस्।
Dish Home FiberNet.
ब्याङ्कको सिओको रूपमा मेरो जिम्मेवारी छिटो, भरपर्दो र गुणस्तरीय सेवा दिनु हो। डिस होम फाइबरनेटको उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले ग्राहकहरूलाई हामीले छिटो र छरितो सेवा दिन पाइरहेका छौँ। डिस होम फाइबरनेट जस्तो उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले नै आजको डिजिटल युगमा नेपालको सम्भावनाहरूको ढोका खोल्दै विकासको लहर ल्याउनेछ। डिस होम फाइबरनेट इन्टरनेट सर्भिस प्रोभाइडर मात्र नभएर समृद्धिको सहयात्री हो।
Dish Home FiberNet.
क्रिकेट मेरो बच्चैदेखिको प्यासन थियो, जसले मलाई अविस्मरणीय क्षणहरू दिनुका साथसाथै विश्वास र साझेदारीको महत्त्व सिकाएको छ। जीवनमा पनि विश्वास र साझेदारी उत्तिकै महत्त्वपूर्ण हुन्छन्। यसैले मैले रोजे डिस होम फाइबरनेट। डिस होम फाइबरनेटको कनेक्सन मेरो टिममेटहरूसँगको साझेदारी जस्तै एकदम भरपर्दो छ।
Dish Home FiberNet.
Yes, I did it. धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद डिस होम फाइबरनेटलाई, जसले गर्दा आज म आफूलाई संसारभर चिनाउन सफल भएकी छु। मैले कहिले सोचेकै थिइनँ मेरो सपना यति छिटो पुरा हुन्छ भनेर, तर यदि डिस होम फाइबरनेटको साथ छ त सबै कुरा सम्भव छ। मलाई यति छिटो स्थापित गर्नु नि डिस होम फाइबरनेट।
Dish Home FiberNet.
एक सफल लगानीकर्ताले समयमा लिने स्मार्ट डिसिजनको ठुलो महत्त्व हुन्छ र डिस होम फाइबरनेटले मलाई सधैँ अगाडि रहन मद्दत गर्छ। डिस होम फाइबरनेटले मलाई शेयर बजारको उतार चढावसँग सधैँ जोडिराख्छ र सबै इन्फर्मेसनहरू सहजै उपलब्ध गराउँछ। डिस होम फाइबरनेटले मलाई रियल टाइम इन्फर्म डिसिजन लिन ठुलो मद्दत गरेको छ। मलाई शेयर मार्केटसँग सधैँ कनेक्ट गराइराख्ने उत्कृष्ट माध्यम डिस होम फाइबरनेट नै हो।
Dish Home FiberNet.
फुटबलरको लागि ट्रेनिङ नै सबै थोक हो। म आफूलाई तेज स्मार्ट र एक्युरेट बनाउन सधैँ पुस गरिरहन्छु। तर ट्रेनिङ ग्राउन्डमा मात्रै हुँदैन, सबैतिर हुन्छ, घरमै पनि। डिस होम फाइबरनेटलाई म मेरो टिममेट अनि कोचलाई जस्तै भरोसा गर्छु। यसको स्ट्रिमिङ क्वालिटीले विदेशकै इन्टरनेट चलाए जस्तो महसुस हुन्छ। म जस्तै फास्ट, स्मार्ट र रिलायबल डिस होम फाइबरनेट कनेक्सन लिनुहोस्।
Dish Home FiberNet.
ब्याङ्कको सिइओको रूपमा मेरो जिम्मेवारी छिटो भरपर्दो र गुणस्तरीय सेवा दिनु हो। डिस होम फाइबर नेटको उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले ग्राहकहरूलाई हामीले छिटो र छरितो सेवा दिन पाइरहेका छौँ। डिस होम फाइबर नेट जस्तो उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले नै आजको डिजिटल युगमा नेपालको सम्भावनाहरूको ढोका खोल्दै विकासको लहर ल्याउनेछ। डिस होम फाइबर नेट इन्टरनेट सर्भिस प्रोभाइडर मात्र नभएर समृद्धिको सहयात्री हो।
Dish Home FiberNet.
क्रिकेट मेरो बच्चैदेखिको प्यासन थियो, जसले मलाई अविस्मरणीय क्षणहरू दिनुका साथसाथै विश्वास र साझेदारीको महत्त्व सिकाएको छ। जीवनमा पनि विश्वास र साझेदारी उत्तिकै महत्त्वपूर्ण हुन्छन्। यसैले मैले रोजे डिस होम फाइबर नेट। डिस होम फाइबर नेटको कनेक्सन मेरो टिममेटहरूसँगको साझेदारी जस्तै एकदम भरपर्दो छ।
Dish Home FiberNet.
Opportunities on show here. And it is the two Rittiks who are going to open the batting, Rittik Arora and Rittik Vats. Player of the match yesterday in their first ever win of the tournament against Armed Police. He scored 46 runs, took a wicket as well, so it was a good day for Vats.
Satya Prakash is the bowler. Just warming up before the game. It's going to be a very interesting run chase in here. And UP11 must be aware that they need to take early wickets in order to keep the excitement alive in the game.
My apologies, some wrong information. It looks like Tarun is out there opening the batting. So Vats undoubtedly will come in at first drop, number 3.
They're shuffling their batting lineup just to see how their new opener performs. In the meantime, the bowler is back to his mark for the first delivery of the innings. His stats with a wide. The ball was pitched around leg stump and it has gone all the way down to the leg side and keeper grabs the ball. So the first run scored for Wanderers Club Noida in the form of an extra.
Do you know, I always say I should back myself. And I think it is Vats who's out there.
Shuffling around a lot.
Yes, it is a number 11 on his back. So it is the two Rittiks out there in the middle.
The left-hand, right-hand combination have been working beautifully for them in the last game, and they have decided to continue with that. And so the first legal delivery has just been bowled. Melinda, what do you think, what's going on in the mind of the captain of UP11 at the moment?
Well, he's gone aerial. Just a nice little pickup, helped along the way, and it goes all the way, in fact, for a fly-to-by flying 6. Just a lovely pickup in the end. Use the pace, and you can see there, arm around the bowler's shoulder. Just a little bit of encouragement. Just a nice little pickup flick, really, in the end. No one out there attempting the one-handed catch. Of course, if someone does take a one-handed catch in the crowd this morning, they will receive 10,000 rupees. If it happens this afternoon, they'll receive 5,000 rupees. So not a bad little Boxing Day present. So Satya has had the arm around the shoulder, a few words of advice.
Absolutely, and that was a beautiful flick of the wrist from the batsman. Next ball, he goes over to the offside. This time the ball picked up the outside of his bat and gone to the third man for a single. And with that single, the score is 8 without loss. Yes, Melinda, I was asking what might have been going in the mind of the captain of UP11 at the moment.
Well, look, they've actually given themselves the best chance of defending a score. They actually bowled really well in the middle over period yesterday in their match. A swag of wickets really put pressure under Army. It was probably the first time we saw Army under pressure. They've been the benchmark side of this tournament. So they'll feel happy that they've at least given themselves something to defend. But they certainly can't afford to let a good partnership flourish.
Beautifully executed shot. That was a straight drive from the batsman, and the fielder did well enough to stop it just for a single. That was over-pitched delivery. Mind you, the batsman was must have had his eyes wide open, but couldn't utilize the most of it.
It's one of those shots that makes such a lovely sound off the bat. You're sure it's going to the boundary. In the end, straight to the fielder. You see there the fans coming in now. Very happy to be here this morning. The support for this tournament in Birgunj has been nothing short of incredible.
Beautiful flick of the wrist again. The ball's gone towards the leg side. Unfortunately, it got straight into the hands of the fielder. So the first wicket fell for Wanderers Club Noida in forms of Ritik Arora.
Yeah, the first time it went for 6, but they were ready for it the second time. Good comeback from the bowler as well. You see, just going for that little pickup. It's almost a carbon copy of the ball that went for 6, but not quite getting as much on it on that occasion. So the first wicket in the Action Aid power play falls. Sacha takes his first wicket. Aurora Ritik departs for 7. And Wonders Club 9 for 1. New batter at the crease, Harshit Sethi, former captain, also had a wonderful innings against Armed Police. I mentioned Ritik Vats getting player of the match, but it was wonderful by Harshit. 45 not out. So they have the 2 successful batters from their first win at the crease.
That was a nice delivery, pitched up. The batsman give respect to the ball and just play the ball straight. So for the end of the first over, the score is 9 for 1.
FiberNet भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home FiberNet.
Dish Home FiberNet भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home FiberNet.
Shatya Prakash is the new bowler. I beg your pardon, it's Tarun Kumar Dwivedi is the new bowler. And the batsman facing is Ritik Vats.
Well, he absolutely gave that everything. It's in the air and it's all the way. A lot of power behind that, a lot of bottom hand, and it's a fly Dubai flying 6. So Ritik Vats picks up where he left off yesterday. He is one of the form batters, certainly for this side. Batting without a helmet as well. Love a bit of that. 6 runs to the total. Lovely shot.
Looks like Wanderers Club Noida is in rush to finish the game. They are playing some quality big shots here. He wanted to go again over the rope, but this time completely miscued it, and the keeper did the rest. So it's a dot ball.
And well, bowled. This is a good comeback from Tarun. Another one of the left-handers. I keep talking about the left-handers in this tournament, or left-armers, I should say, in the bowling. And Tarun is one of them. He's bowled really well.
That was a good ball and equally well filtered, well supported by the filter.
फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
क्रिकेट मेरो बच्चैदेखिको प्यासन थियो, जसले मलाई अविस्मरणीय क्षणहरू दिनुका साथसाथै विश्वास र साझेदारीको महत्त्व सिकाएको छ। जीवनमा पनि विश्वास र साझेदारी उत्तिकै महत्त्वपूर्ण हुन्छन्। यसैले मैले रोजे डिश होम फाइबर नेट। डिश होम फाइबर नेटको कनेक्सन मेरो टिममेटहरूसँगको साझेदारी जस्तै एकदम भरपर्दो छ।
Dish Home Fiber Net.
To the hand of the fielder, no runs there.
Yes, Archer continuing with his spell, opening spell, mixing up spin and medium pace. Did see in the first innings a medium pace went for a few runs.
Oh, that was a nice slower ball. The batsman waited for the shot and then just checked his shot at the last moment and guided it towards the point region just for a single. Actually, Shatti has got a very smooth run-up, I must say, Melinda. This kid has got a lot of future for him if he continues to bowl the way he is bowling at the moment, because for lots of pace bowlers, they struggle with their rhythm when they're bowling, and that's where the problem with injuries and stuff comes in the long run.
Another one, just 16 years of age, Satya. So many teenagers, a lot of youngsters coming up from India over the border for this tournament. Oh, he's bowled him! And what a sight that is, seeing the stumps splayed. When you talk about experience, how about the experience of seeing that? The stumps flattened. Satya has his second wicket. And in the most entertaining style as well. You saw the celebration. He loved that, and it's the player of the match from yesterday. Ritik Vats departs for 7. It's 16 for 2.
Goswami is the new batsman, replacing Ritik Vats, who was the man of the match in the last game. That was a beautiful, beautiful ball, because the ball before that was a slower delivery, and he completely changed the pace of the ball. It was full swinging ball into his pads, so it's got inside edge into the pads and cracked the stumps. Always a wonderful, wonderful sight for any pace bowler.
Especially when you're 16 years old, making your way and trying to impress.
There's a lot of potential I see in this kid. I already mentioned. So at the moment, the score remains 16 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Full and dug out. Oh, this is really good. And you noticed early on as well when Satya went for 6. I mean, Captain Sahim Hassan came up, put his arm around him, put his arm around his shoulder and just had a little word with him. That's good captaincy. Calm down a teenager. Make sure he doesn't lose his confidence. Well, he's come back and he's taken 2 wickets.
That was a full toss and beautifully executed towards the boundary for a fly Dubai 4. That was beautifully picked. The batsman was absolutely sure about where it was going as soon as the ball left the bowler's arm. Look at that. Look at his eye. Look at his hand-eye coordination. And his head was very still, and he was directly looking at the direction he wanted to go. A beautiful execution of the cricket shot.
Oh, it's a full toss and he's got away with it too. Just hit straight back towards the bowler. It's the end of Satya's second over, a successful one. Wicket coming from it. Wonders Club 20 for 2.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
The UP captain knows the importance of wicket at this moment, so he is continuing with his prime pace bowler Satya, who has got the figures of 2 for 14 in his 2 overs. He is coming in for his third, and Hersid is a batsman who will be facing him now.
And it's a full toss and driven, but straight to the fielder at mid-off, so no run there. It's been a really impressive spell by the youngster. Went for 6 in his first over. Needed a little bit of encouragement from his captain, but the way he's come back has been impressive. And why wouldn't you go to him for a third over, possibly even a fourth?
That was a short pitch ball, and the ball is raced towards the boundary for a fly Dubai 4. That was a loose ball, I must say, from Satya, who has been carrying his legacy as a fine bowler, pitching the balls in the right area, but this was short coming into the batsman. The batsman had no problem whatsoever to put the ball over the boundary line for a wonderful fly Dubai 4.
Yeah, you can see that was just a perfect height, really, for the swivel pool. Struck firmly, and just a little tussle going on here now with Harshit trying to establish his authority.
That is a beautiful comeback from Satya. As we were talking about how wonderful this kid has been throughout the tournament and how he is growing up as a professional player is commendable. He was gone for a boundary, and then next ball, look at that. That was nearly a perfect block hole delivery.
Yeah, nice comeback from Satya.
That ball was drifted into the pads, gone towards the leg side. We still have to wait for the umpire's signal. There might have been a thin inside edge, I guess, Melinda. Otherwise, it should have been a leg by, I guess.
I can't see the signal coming. Targeting the pads. It'll be interesting to see if they do go to him for a fourth over at this early part. As I said, they bowled really well in the middle overs yesterday through their spinners.
And mind you, it's very humid out there. We can still feel some heat in the commentary box as well. So it's not easy conditions for a pace bowler to bowl the third over in success. There you go. As I was just telling, I think the weather and the ground conditions is having the better of Satya. That ball was way outside the off stump, and the umpire had no problem whatsoever to declare it as a wide ball.
Yeah, so just leaking a few runs in this over, in his third over, Satya. So we might see them pull him off, bringing him back later towards the death after he's had a bit of a rest.
There he goes. That's another beautifully pitched ball right in the good length area. The batsman had no choice but to defend that ball, and the score remains 8, 31 for 2 with a ball to go in the 5th over.
Yeah, that tussle I was talking about, little punch and counter punch going on in this over. I'm sure they'd like to put the 16-year-old in his place.
That was a full toss delivery, and looks like the umpire is, yeah, that is a no ball indeed. So it's a free hit coming our way. That was the last delivery of the over. Satya didn't have to do anything fancy, but he overstepped, and there is a free hit coming our way. It will be interesting to see how the batsman will approach. Siddharth, who is playing at 8 in 9 deliveries now, will be facing the free hit.
Down the pitch he comes. It was a full toss, and he's put it away, has Siddharth. So an expensive over there, finishing with a fly Dubai for Satya. Just losing his radar a little bit, coming under pressure. And it was a full toss. He did quite well to get to it in the end. He had to reach for it. It was a long way away. Hand came off the bat, lost his shape completely, but was able to get enough on it to reach the boundary. So that does bring the end of the 5th over in the ActionAid power play. Wonders Club 36 for 2.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
The first ball was really close. The keeper is very optimistic. In the meantime, the ball's gone towards the leg side, and the batsmen have been able to collect a run, and the umpire opens his arms and signals it's a wide ball. So maybe the keeper was trying to be a bit witty to avoid the wide ball. He was appealing for something.
Oh, that old chestnut. How often do you see that? An appeal, just hoping it might distract the umpire, but he's not going to be fooled by that. Just bringing in a slip. Ritik Vats is coming in to slip for Siddharth. Just a few adjustments in the field. Deep square leg coming around. Final over of the power play. Can't quite see from my position where the other fielder is out. Down the pitch, straight down the pitch. And it's gone all the way. Lovely shot. Just charges at him, Siddharth. And it's another fly Dubai boundary.
The new bowler, Shahim, is struggling to find his line there. He completely lost his line and the ball was over-pierced, and the batsman with open-heartedly welcomed the ball and smacked it for a fly Dubai boundary. Good comeback, good ball, and the batsmen are able to collect a single.
They're actually batting quite well. I know they've lost a couple of wickets, but they've been able to keep at least one boundary ball coming. There's that loose ball, that 4 ball offered to them, and they've taken that. And it's brought the run rate required down under 5.
Nicely executed shot in empty reason. The fielder from mid-on has to go all the way around to collect the ball for a single. Yes, Melinda, one thing very interesting about the innings is though they have lost the wickets, but the batsmen are not scared to hit the boundaries. They are taking every possible opportunity to keep the bowler under pressure. Another ball. There was a bit of turn in that ball. Very interesting. That will be very encouraging for the bowler as well. The batsman gave a total respect that ball deserved, and it's a dot ball. The batsman's gone. Hughes, and it's a fly Dubai 6. That was a very loose ball, I must say, from the bowler, and batsman waste no time to smack that ball over the boundary for a wonderful 6. And interestingly, there is no attempt for the catch either in the crowd.
Yeah, disappointing that from the crowd. and have scored a boundary in every over of this Action Aid power play. That is the end of the 6 over as well. Wonder Club 51 for 2.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Shujo and Virat back to do the job here.
They just need 64 runs from 84 balls. Wonders. After losing their first 2 matches, they have come back brilliant in this tournament. They are in a good position today. They just need 64 runs from 83 balls. They still have 8 wickets in their hands.
Well, currently the required run, it stands at 4.68, which seems very much achievable for Noida. And Harshit scored 25 already. Sorry, Start scored 25 already and Harshit scored 8. We've seen the batting capability of Harshit in the prior games. He's been one of the strongest pillars for the Noida team.
They're scoring nearly 8 runs per over in the last 5 overs. So they need to break this partnership as soon as possible.
Noida in a very comfortable position here. Gives that a blow and goes for a flying 6. That's the fly Dubai 6 there.
Over deep mid wicket. Connects it really well. Excellent hit by Harshit Sethi. And it's the end of 7th over. It's 58 for 2 on Dutch Club Noida.
होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home.
Target does not look big. 2 runs to start the over. Saim skipper bowling his 2nd over. He has been expensive till now.
Bowls and a line. The captain making sure he doesn't give any loose ball or bad balls. Trying to hold as much as possible. Try to put in a halt to the chase there. His ball pretty impressive this over.
They need bunch up a wicket at a time to make a comeback in this match. UP 11.
Hits it again and finds the fielder there. Able to take a wicket. Bags the wicket. Sahim, the captain, the skipper, does the job there.
Siddharth not satisfied with his shot. Could not connect it well. Could not timed it. An easy catch for the deep square leg fielder. Siddharth Goswami departs after scoring 27 runs from 22 balls. It is 60 for 3. Wanderers Club Noida.
The new batsman steps in. Left-handed batsman.
Not having a great tournament, Uzair. This is the opportunity for him to get a good run in this match. They needs a good partnership from here. Harshit Sethi is the set batsman now, so he needs to hang out with Harshit. And the most important breakthrough from the skipper Sahim Hassan, that partnership was looking dangerous. They were scoring at nearly 8 runs per over in the last 5 overs, so it's a good wicket, which brings some momentum to UPXI in this match.
Sahim ends this over, end of 8th over, 60-3.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
55 more runs to win from 72 balls. In required run rate is 4.58.
Washi starts his first delivery with 2 runs.
They need bunch of wickets in this period of time. So if you look at the Wanderers Club batting lineup, they still have plenty of batting left in their batting order. So the nets to take few wickets in this period to get back the pressure on.
A dot ball there. They will be requiring balls like this. In fact, a lot of balls like this where they can achieve a lot of dot balls. Drives it straight and goes for a 4. And that was our flying Dubai 4 of this over.
big shot as well.
They're getting easy runs, so making the things easier for Wonders Club. They have to create some pressure in this period. They have to tighten up the bowling. If they get easy runs from here, so
What he needs to think out of the box. Maybe play some deceiving balls to the batsman there. Hits to the mid. Finds the fielder. And settles for a single.
easy single to end the over. It's 69 for 3 after 9.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Flying has never been about planes. It has always been about people and about bridging the distance between them.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Attack with his bowling there. Saheem had a very expensive first over, but he did compensate with his second over, taking a wicket. And by the way, I had a fun time with the kids here in the pitch in the practice net. They were all eyeing to do a tournament. So I just had a fun time, made a competition between the local boys here and just have a glimpse of it.
Hi guys, so yes, there are a lot of kids here. They're always wanting us to play with them or to do something with them just to encourage their energy here and to make sure that they participate in the coming events too. So we've just decided to do a match between two boys here, and one's a bowler, one's a batsman. We'll give them a set target and let's see who wins this game. Either it's a batsman or either it's going to be a bowler. So you decide. You can vote for either of these players. You know, like you can just support one of these players. So you guys are playing. What's your name?
Nitantra Simalsina.
So you're gonna bowl?
Yes.
So what kind of bowling do you love to do?
Pace.
Pace. Okay, we have a pace bowler here. And you like to bat?
Yes.
So what kind of batting do you do? Aggressive or you play very safe? What's your style of batting?
According to situation.
See, these guys already know so much about the cricket. They talk as players, you know. So, तपाईं चाहिँ wicket keeper. You want to be the wicket keeper?
Yeah.
पछि पनि?
Yes.
You bat as well, भनेपछि हैन त?
Yeah, little.
Yeah, he bats a little as well. So these are the players for today. So now we'll just start the match. So Topalai, so I'll let you set a target for yourself either. So 6 balls, man. How many runs do you think you can hit? 6 ball, man.
10. Above 10.
Above 10. Do you think you'll be able to chase 12 runs in 6 balls?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll make it a little tough for him. Should we do 14 guys? 14 run दिम उलाई कति रन हान्छ जस्तो लाग्यो 6 बलमा उले 14 हान्छ धेरै भयो कि थोरै भयो 14 तपाईलाई के लाग्छ तिमीलाई के लाग्छ 14 डिफेन्ड गर्न सक्छौ Can you hit 14? Maybe. Or should I put a 12 then? This way यस्तो गरौँ 6 लाई 12 गर्दिम. Let's make it easy, let's make it fun, not very competitive at all. So we set the target. So these guys are bowling. So तिमी after you take your position, त पनि position लिनु, you take a run up as well. So we'll start the game now. So 6 ball, 12 runs. Here we go. Let's start a battle between this batsman and a bowler. He needs to score 12 runs and he makes sure that he needs to make him out in the 6 balls. Okay, he takes a wicket in the first ball, so I'll give it another chance. 1 strike down, so he still has 1 strike more, and if he's able to take 12 runs in this 5 ball, he'll win, or else the ball is going to win. Okay, here's the second ball now. Okay, so I'll decide this as 2 runs. 4 balls, 10 runs. Okay, I'll decide this as 4 runs. 6 runs. So 3 ball, you need 6 runs, okay? And if you're out because you've already been out in the first ball. So if you're out, you're out. There'll be a fielder, so I'll give you another 2 runs here. So in total, it's been 8 runs. You still need 4 runs of 2 balls, okay? Ooh, that's a miss. This has come down to the wires now. Now, he needs to score 4 runs of 1 ball. And this boy needs to take a wicket here or not give it a 4. So let's see if he can play a big shot. If he plays a big shot, I'll give it to him, or else I'll give it to the bowler. Do you guys think, was this 4? Chauka. Alright, so the audience think, I've been going to the audience poll. So what do the audience think? Tabalai ke लाग्यो यो shot chauka थियो कि single थियो? So audience said it's single, so I'll give it to the bowler. So the bowler wins the game. And alright, since you've done such a good job, here's a Pepsi for you. Enjoy the Pepsi. Keep playing. Hai yaha airako kheliरहेको. This pitch is always going to be here. Enjoy the PCC हेर्नु है त.
Yes sir. Okay sir.
Alright, रमाइलो भयो?
Bye.
La, तपाईहरु सबैजना सधैँ क्रिकेट खेल्दै गर्नुस्. Always have fun. And here's this, have a water. I know it's a very hot day here. Here's water for you as well. So take care, boys, and have fun. Enjoy cricket. Either. So guys, we'll be doing this often. We'll be doing different events here in PCC. We'll try to keep you entertained. We'll try to keep our boys entertained here and girls entertained too. So ahileko लागि back to the commentary box.
Altmarsh comes in to bowl his first over of this inning. Well, basically just 42 required of 58 balls. 41 required of 58 balls. The required run rate is 4.24. Very much achievable by the Noida.
After losing the 3rd wicket in the 8th over, so they are now building another partnership. They've already made 14 runs for the 4th wicket.
Good delivery.
Desperately need a wicket at this period of time. UP 11. The batsmen they're not having tough time in the middle, so things getting easier for Wanderers Club Noida. They should create some pressure, take wicket, tighten up to not give easy runs to the batsmen. So this is the thing they need to do at this period. UP 11
flies in the sky. Lands safely, and easy 2 runs there.
No fielders around the fine leg region. It's an easy run. Now there is a fielder at short fine leg.
Left hand, right hand combo here. Ends the over with 77 for 3.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Flying has never been about planes. It has always been about people and about bridging the distance between them.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Back on strike with the ball here. So far, the game's marching towards Noida's victory. He'll probably be eyeing for 50. Uzair flicks it and goes for a boundary.
Things are getting more easier for Wonders Club Noida.
And that was another Fly Dubai 4 here.
No.
Priest hits it again in the sky, catches the call.
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Managed to miss catches like this. Noida being very strong and firm in this inning. They need to break this bond.
UP11 giving chance to their youngsters. They are not experienced to play this kind of big tournaments. Easy single. Giving easy singles, easy runs to the batting team. Does not work for them in this kind of situation. Already 20 runs scored for 4th wicket partnership. So they just need 31 runs now. It should be easy run for Noida.
With this end of 12 overs, 85 for 3.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Dish Home Fiber Net भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
Looking at the scorecard, it's 85 for 3, and the required run rate has come down to 3.75.
And there's a reason for that. For all but 2 overs, the 10th and 11th over, they've found a boundary, at least one in every single over. So even as they've lost wickets, they've still managed to find the boundary rope. There's a bit of a chance they could get it there, but thanks to the misfield, but it's fielded in the end. Yeah, so just those 2 overs, the 10th and 11th, were only ones. And there's a couple of things there. There's been that loose 4-ball offered in every single over. But also, I think it shows a really sensible approach to this target. They haven't been trying to go hell for leather, and they've been satisfied in knowing if they do get that boundary ball down on one knee. Oh, just get this. Oh, there's a misfield, and that's a nasty one, and it is going to lead to that boundary. That's another thing we've seen as well. Those fly Dubai 4s coming from fielding errors. So it's all going a bit wrong for UP 11 at the moment. But that's it. They've known that once they get that boundary away, they can afford to just milk a few more runs, and the chase is well under control. So it's been a very sound batting plan from Wonders Club.
There he goes again. The ball's rushed towards the boundary. The fielder had no chance whatsoever, and it's another fly Dubai boundary. They are dealing in boundaries now. So that's the advantage that Noida Wanderers had because they scored hefty amount of runs in the power play. They do have the luxury of that. The ball's in the air, over the top of the fielder in there, and it's fly Dubai 6. As I said, they are dealing in boundaries indeed.
Wow, Harshit Sethi has dropped the hammer and gone 4-4-6. Just a beautiful free swing of the arms there. Goes again. This time, I'll just get the single. But the job has been done for this over. Terrific batting by Harshit Sethi.
And the 100 comes up in the screen. So the score is 101 for 3. They just need 14 runs of 43 deliveries. But it doesn't look like that's stopping anywhere soon now. Beautifully bowled, and the batsman gave the respect to the bowler. So it's a dot ball to end the over. At the end of 13th over, the score is 101 for the loss of 3 wickets.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ
Bowling. Sorry, it's Sahim coming back to the bowling. So the batsman has gone for a long shot and just dropped over the fielder there, and it's a single. So they are slowly capitalizing on that target. They are cruising towards the much needed victory. Noida Wanderers. And even the body language of UP 11, it doesn't seem very positive, you know. It looks like they've already given up.
Under the pump, Harshit is on 42. Can he get to his half century?
There you go.
He's going to get the strike with that single. He scored an unbeaten 45 against armed police.
So the required run is just 12 and he needs 8. Can he do it?
He's struck that well, but you know what? He's annoyed with himself. He felt like he could have reached the boundary there. In the end, it's just a single. But he has batted beautifully. There are early wickets for his side, but Harshit Sethi, who gave up the captaincy. Well, just leans back, sends that flying high and handsome, and it's 6 runs. A fly Dubai flying 6. Lovely shot there from Uzair. Has probably paid to Harshit's chances.
That was a beautiful shot. It was a shot of length. The batsman made the room for himself. And Melinda, it looks like the 50 is going to be very challenging for Harshit because the batsman on the other end seems to finish the game in hurry. He really is smacking the ball really hard. That's a beautiful shot towards the point region just for a single. There comes Harshit in 43. Unfortunately, that's the end of the over.
फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish
डिश होम फाइबर नेट भरपर्दो र विश्वासिलो छ म जस्तै
Dish Home Fiber Net.
I'd love to finish it off with the boundary, as there it is on strike now.
Beautiful ball. The batsman was just trying to place the ball. He was nowhere near playing that shot. And it's a dot ball. So it's going to be interesting what will be the batsman's approach here. Ujjair has smashed that ball but straight to the hands of the fielder. So just a single now. 3 needed. Harshit needs 7. So
what's the bet? He gets a 6 and finishes on 49 to wrap up the game.
I'll go for a boundary for that.
They only need 3. It's Harshit on strike. He's played beautifully. Has Harshit controlled this chase to perfection.
So the ball's going towards the boundary. Field is there, so it's just another single. One thing notably, what I noticed in here was Washi was doing wonderfully well for UP11, and that's where they were taking wickets, but he has not been able to do that, and as a result, it looks like an easy win for Wanderers now. There comes the reverse sweep. Very optimistic uphill from just the keeper. Even the slip fielder is not interested, so that's a dot ball.
I think we've seen one boundary scored from a reverse sweep, and I keep saying it, it is a shot that has not been productive on this pitch.
Over pitch delivery. The batsman's played it just for a single. Melinda, it looks like they want to deal in singles and finish the game, I guess.
And that's fair enough. They've earned the right to do that. They have batted beautifully in this chase, made it easy for themselves, and the most important thing for them at this stage is to get the victory on the board. Personal milestones come second to that. So this pair have done really well, Uzair and Harshit, in steering them towards the total. Just 2 runs needed.
And 2 balls remaining in this, just as ball remaining in this over. Can they do it in this over? Let's see.
Down on one knee, gone, it's in the air. Fielder coming under it. In the end, unable to quite get there in time. And the ball trickles towards the boundary, and that is the end of the match. So it has been a commanding performance in the end. Wonders Club get the target in 15 overs, winning by 7 wickets.
It's been a convincing win for Wanderers Club Noida, and I'm very sure it will do a lot of good to the team and the youngsters who have played there. Harshit yet again proving out to be the standout batsman for this side. Back-to-back games he has played a wonderful knock, and this time he made sure the team gets over the line. So coming up next will be a very interesting match. So it will be Nepal Police Club playing against the locals per side 11.
That's right, that's the second match coming up. We might just have a look at how this match unfolded first. And just seen there as the two teams congratulate each other. There are a few hugs out there as well. So this Indian derby, the match being played between the two Indians, played in very, very good spirit. So there is the story. Wonderful innings by Harshit Sethi. Came out to open, remained undefeated on 45 of just 35. Well supported by Siddharth Goswami. Zair Malik was the other not-out batter. And some other contributions there as well. 2 wickets falling to Satya. He was good early on before being a little bit more expensive. Saheem picked up a wicket as well. Altmash was somewhat expensive, but really they had no way to contain them. They had a terrific power play, 51 for 2, and that was the real story of it. So Wonders Club, have they kept their chances alive for a run at the final? What they have done is given themselves a very, very good shot in the arm when it comes to net run rate. And that may be quite important at some stage in this tournament as we reach the pointy end. But don't go away. We still have a lot more action for you here from Narayani Stadium. Second match of the day. It's Nepal Police versus the local side. Passer 11. We'll see you shortly.
ट्रेनिङ नै सबै थोक हो म आफूलाई तेज स्मार्ट र एक्युरेट बनाउन सधैँ पुस गरिरहन्छु तर ट्रेनिङ ग्राउन्डमा मात्रै हुँदैन सबैतिर हुन्छ घरमै पनि दिस होम फाइबरनेटलाई म मेरो टिममेट अनि कोचलाई जस्तै भरोसा गर्छु यसको स्ट्रिमिङ क्वालिटीले विदेशकै इन्टरनेट चलाए जस्तो महसुस हुन्छ म जस्तै फास्ट स्मार्ट र रिलायबल दिस होम फाइबरनेट कनेक्सन लिनुहोस्
Dish Home FiberNet.
ब्याङ्कको सिओको रूपमा मेरो जिम्मेवारी छिटो भरपर्दो र गुणस्तरीय सेवा दिनु हो डिस होम फाइबरनेटको उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले ग्राहकहरूलाई हामीले छिटो र छरितो सेवा दिन पाइरहेका छौँ डिस होम फाइबरनेट जस्तो उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले नै आजको डिजिटल युगमा नेपालको सम्भावनाहरूको ढोका खोल्दै विकासको लहर ल्याउनेछ डिस होम फाइबरनेट इन्टरनेट सर्भिस प्रोभाइडर मात्र नभएर समृद्धिको सहयात्री हो
Dish Home FiberNet.
क्रिकेट मेरो बच्चैदेखिको प्यासन थियो जसले मलाई अविस्मरणीय क्षणहरू दिनुका साथसाथै विश्वास र साझेदारीको महत्त्व सिकाएको छ जीवनमा पनि विश्वास र साझेदारी उत्तिकै महत्त्वपूर्ण हुन्छन् यसैले मैले रोजे डिस होम फाइबरनेटको कनेक्सन मेरो टिममेटहरूसँगको साझेदारी जस्तै एकदम भरपर्दो छ
Dish Home FiberNet.
Yes, I did it. धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद डिस होम फाइबरनेटलाई जसले गर्दा आज म आफूलाई संसारभर चिनाउन सफल भएकी छु मैले कहिले सोचेकै थिएन मेरो सपना यति छिटो पुरा हुन्छ भनेर तर यदि डिस होम फाइबरनेटको साथ छ त सबै कुरा सम्भव छ मलाई यति छिटो स्थापित गर्नु नि डिस होम फाइबरनेट
Dish Home FiberNet.
एक सफल लगानीकर्ताले समयमा लिने स्मार्ट डिसिजनको ठुलो महत्त्व हुन्छ र डिस होम फाइबर नेटले मलाई सधैँ अगाडि रहन मद्दत गर्छ। डिस होम फाइबर नेटले मलाई सेयर बजारको उतार चढावसँग सधैँ जोडिराख्छ र सबै इन्फर्मेसनहरू सहजै उपलब्ध गराउँछ। डिस होम फाइबर नेटले मलाई रियल टाइम इन्फर्म डिसिजन लिन ठुलो मद्दत गरेको छ। मलाई सेयर मार्केटसँग सधैँ कनेक्ट गराइराख्ने उत्कृष्ट माध्यम डिस होम फाइबर नेट नै हो।
डिस होम फाइबर नेट
फुटबलरको लागि ट्रेनिङ नै सबै थोक हो। म आफूलाई तेज स्मार्ट र एक्युरेट बनाउन सधैँ पुस गरिरहन्छु। तर ट्रेनिङ ग्राउन्डमा मात्रै हुँदैन, सबैतिर हुन्छ, घरमै पनि। डिस होम फाइबर नेटलाई म मेरो टिममेट अनि कोचलाई जस्तै भरोसा गर्छु। यसको स्ट्रिमिङ क्वालिटीले विदेशकै इन्टरनेट चलाए जस्तो महसुस हुन्छ। म जस्तै फास्ट, स्मार्ट र रिलायबल डिस होम फाइबर नेट कनेक्सन लिनुहोस्।
डिस होम फाइबर नेट।
ब्याङ्कको सिओको रूपमा मेरो जिम्मेवारी छिटो, भरपर्दो र गुणस्तरीय सेवा दिनु हो। डिस होम फाइबर नेटको उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले ग्राहकहरूलाई हामीले छिटो र छरितो सेवा दिन पाइरहेका छौँ। डिस होम फाइबर नेट जस्तो उत्कृष्ट कनेक्सनले नै आजको डिजिटल युगमा नेपालको सम्भावनाहरूको ढोका खोल्दै विकासको लहर ल्याउनेछ। डिस होम फाइबर नेट इन्टरनेट सर्भिस प्रोभाइडर मात्र नभएर समृद्धिको सहयात्री हो।
डिस होम फाइबर नेट।
क्रिकेट मेरो बच्चैदेखिको प्यासन थियो, जसले मलाई अविस्मरणीय क्षणहरू दिनुका साथसाथै विश्वास र साझेदारीको महत्त्व सिकाएको छ। जीवनमा पनि विश्वास र साझेदारी उत्तिकै महत्त्वपूर्ण हुन्छन्। यसैले मैले रोजे डिस होम फाइबर नेट। डिस होम फाइबर नेटको कनेक्सन मेरो टिममेटहरूसँगको साझेदारी जस्तै एकदम भरपर्दो छ।
डिस होम फाइबर नेट।
यस आई डिड इट। धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद डिस होम फाइबर नेटलाई, जसले गर्दा आज म आफूलाई संसारभर चिनाउन सफल भएकी छु। मैले कहिले सोचेकै थिइनँ मेरो सपना यति छिटो पुरा हुन्छ भनेर, तर यदि डिस होम फाइबर नेटको साथ छ त सबै कुरा सम्भव छ। मलाई यति छिटो स्थापित गर्नु नि डिस होम फाइबर नेट।
डिस होम फाइबर नेट।
Cricket wave, we may call it that. So without any further ado, in the presentation party today, we have Mr. Rajesh Ranjan, the GM of Clark's Resort. Sir, can we please have you over? Followed by Mr. Mohammad Hasim Manson, the branch manager of Nepal Investment Mega Bank. We would like to thank all our sponsors who made to the contribution of this event. Behind every successful event is a contribution of a lot of factors, so we would like to thank you for the same, and our CSR partner ActionAid. Up next, we would like to have the captain of UP11, Mr. Sahim Hassam, with us. So analyzing, doing like a throwback, what do you think actually went wrong?
Back to back 5 match lost my team, and young team, my team, and under 19 assistant boys, no experience, different wicket Nepal.
Nevertheless, in your future, how are you planning to make your comeback? You know, with all this experience, all the learnings that you've made so far, it must have been a wonderful experience. So what do you try to prepare, and what are you on the lookout for the future?
Yes, next year is prepare is a tournament and boys, and good tournament, and Nepal के गए thank you very much कितना अच्छा टूर्नामेंट खेलने का मौका हम लोगों को दिया.
So apart from all the off-field things, spill us a little gossip about all the dressing room conversations you've had, all the amazing experiences that you made with your teammates, your brothers, everyone. So tell us a little about it.
नहीं, एक्सपीरियंस अच्छा रहा हम लोग का, ड्रेसिंग रूम का भी एक्सपीरियंस अच्छा रहा। मैं नए लड़के थे बट इतना अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस नहीं कर पाए क्योंकि विकेट थोड़ा डिफरेंट था। बाकी मेरे लड़के अच्छे थे, अभी यंग लड़के हैं, काफ़ी चीज़ सीखने को यहाँ से उनको मिलेगा। इसका बेनिफिट हमें और आगे ना टूर्नामेंट में मिलेगा।
Thank you so much. Up next, we would like to have the captain of Wonders Club Noida, Mr. Alpit Gupta. First of all, congratulations. How does it feel like to win?
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. We are very happy for this win. That's it.
So tell us a little, experience about your pre-match preparation. What do you guys do, and what is like the warming up session like with your boys?
As such, we are enjoying our cricket. We are just really focusing on the match only, and we are just enjoying. We are just chilling. We are not doing anything about that. We are just cool with.
So why do you think platforms like PCC are important for the decentralization of cricket, which is mostly limited only to the capital of the country, right? So why do you think platforms like PCC are important?
Yes, but PCCL is very big tournament because it is live matches, so all the people are watching. So we can, adapt the situation really well in this tournament because it is very big. Most of the players are representing the country. So yeah, there is kind of a pressure, but how can we choke them is really good.
So a little word about the man of the match from your team, Harshit Shetty. What would you like to tell about him?
He's an absolutely great batsman for our team. He just hold him very well. He knows how he manages the shots, and he's a very experienced player. So yeah, we trust him.
Thank you so much. So up next, we have the player of the match, Harshit Shetty from Wonders Club Noida. Can we please have you over? Congratulations. Well, congratulations.
Thanks so much.
So, I'm not trying to make it personal, but a very personal question. What do you think was the lucky charm behind the success of today's match, especially you being the man of the match?
Lucky charm, I think our captain is a lucky charm because in 2 matches I am captaining. So in past 2 matches he is captaining, so I think he is a lucky charm for us.
So what do you like about your team the most? I mean, there's a lot of work that's put behind teamwork, and it's the overall performance that counts to the overall performance. So what do you think is the main factor behind the success of your team?
I think main factor is our team is very young. All the players are around 20, so it's good.
So how has the experience been playing for a Pro Club Championship in Birgunj, and tell us about some fun moments that you've had with your brothers with all these days,
We are enjoying in our resort, in our rooms. So we are having a good time. That's all.
So you love the experience over here. Thank you so much, and congratulations again. So yes, the heat is not over yet. Birgunj is just getting hotter and hotter and hotter. Like I said, it's the cricket heat waves that's heating everything up. Up next, we have Police Club versus Persa 11, another heated match. So stay tuned with us and stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly.